Hello guys, in today's tutorial I'm gonna show you how to create this beautiful PowerPoint presentation in Microsoft PowerPoint. Just have a look at it, how beautifully this unfolds in front of our eyes. So let's get to the business. Open a fresh slide, go to Insert tab. From the Shapes option, choose this rectangle and make a vertical rectangle like this. Go to Shape Outline and make no outline. Now simply make a few more copies of this particular rectangle. Now hold the Control key and holding the right mouse button, drag it towards right. And here we have one more copy. And make a few more copies like this so that we could cover this entire slide like this. And now you can see we have 5 copies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But you can see still a small part of our slide is still vacant. So what we can do, let me unzoom it, select everything, right click and make it a group. Now you can simply extend it towards right so that it could cover the entire slide. Now you can simply right click and ungroup the rectangles. Next, select the first one, go to Shape Format, and in the Shape Fill, we'll choose these red colors, starting from the light tone, moving towards the darker shades. So let me select this first one, select the second, go to Shape Format, and as we move ahead, we'll choose the greater tint like this. And lastly, the darkest shade, and there it is. Let's get to Insert tab again, and this time we'll choose this rectangle, isosceles rectangle, shape, and simply no outline. Hold the Shift key and drag it towards right like this. Place it right over here, and let me make its size a little bit smaller. I think this is good enough. Let's change its color to the same color as the rectangle right behind it. Let's make a few more copies, pressing the Control and Shift key. Shift key is being pressed just to move in a straight line. Again, Control and Shift until you reach the last slide. Let's change their colors to nearby rectangles. Click, change it to this particular color, this one, and lastly we'll go for this last darkest shade. Now select both the triangle and the rectangle and merge them into a union, and repeat this process for all these triangle and rectangle. It must be noted again that I am pressing the Control key to select both triangle and rectangle, and there we are. You might be thinking that where these triangles are gone. They are actually there, just behind them. You can see seams hidden behind the shape ahead. Let me press Ctrl Z to get back. Now choose the first one, right click and send it to back. Again, do the same process for the next, send it to back, and there we are. Lastly, we'll select everything on the slide, right click, go to Format Object, and here in the Effect options, we'll go for the shadows. In the presets, we'll go for the outer shades, and we are going to choose this particular one, Offset Right. Let's increase the blur a little bit, and similarly we can increase the distance slightly. You can also tweak the transparency a little bit to see how does it looks. For my case, I think this looks pretty nice right now. Next, we'll go to Insert tab. In the shapes, I'll choose this text box, and I'm gonna put my text. Let me put A, and I'm gonna choose the font, and it's going to be Montserrat Black. Let's increase its size. I think this is good enough. Let me place it right over here in the middle. Let's duplicate it. Let's duplicate it by pressing Ctrl and Shift. Again, we'll go to Insert tab, choose the text box, and right over here you can paste whatever text you would like to have. Let me paste is equal lorem, and I'm gonna put 1 as I need just to have one small paragraph. Enter, and let me delete some of it and that's it. Select it, go to font, and I'll choose Montserrat medium. Let me put it like this. Next, copy it to the rest of the rectangles like this. Right at the bottom over here, you can place whatever text you may want, and I'm gonna go to shapes again. Let me put this line right over here, and I'm going to make it dashed line like this, and let me copy it to the rest of the slides. Let me give it a black color, and now you can copy it to the rest of the slides. Finally, we'll select each shape one by one like this and group them. Make sure everything on each rectangle, including rectangle and the text, is selected. Let me demonstrate it once more. I'm starting right from here and including the text as well as the shape. There you can see everything is selected. Now right click and make a group, and repeat this process for all other shapes as well. Let me do it quickly. And lastly, I'm going to select this last shape, and there we are. Now you can see again the little triangle gets hidden behind the shapes. For that, again, we go right over here and send it to bake. Let me click on it and send it to bake, and repeat the process for the rest of the slides. Let me do it for the last time, and there we are. Next, I'm going to make a duplicate of this slide, duplicate, and there we are. Now simply hold this slide, hold the shift key and drag it behind like this. Similarly, hold this, press the shift key. Shift key is being pressed simply to drag it in straight line. Again, we'll do this. Lastly, we'll select this one and bring it right over here. Let's give a decent color to the background. Right click, go to format background, and we'll choose this gradient. Let's make this slider a little lighter, and this one should have a higher tint of red, and there we are. Make it radial, and that's it. Let's put a text over here. I'm gonna put 5, and I'll choose Montserrat black. Increase the font size. Let's duplicate it, and this time I'll put slides, and I'm gonna choose New Goth BT, and I'll simply decrease its size like this. Hold this second slide and bring it to the top, and right over here, let me select everything, go to transitions and put on morph transitions, and let's see how does it looks. Go to slideshow, click, and there you can see how beautiful this looks to be. Look again, and there you can see how magnificent this slides appears to be. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you have found it useful. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.